All right, guys, good evening. Tonight I have a very special guest. This man is talented. He is a former professional fighter, owner of TKO Fitness Gym in Cherry Hill, one of the best place to go train at. Also, the hype man at all the fights for the ring announcer, and then last but not least, part of RandBPromotions, Alex Barbosa. Alex, thank you so much for joining tonight, man.
It's my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Oh, of course, of course. First off, congratulations on this wonderful card. Fantastic idea having it in Camden, New Jersey, on the Battleship in New Jersey. My first question for you is, how did you come about coming up with this fantastic idea for August 12th?
Um, it started a while ago, actually. I was lucky enough to be involved with the Jersey Joe Walcott statue that they put up on the Camden waterfront. And being a part of that committee, we did a fundraiser where we hosted a USA Boxing sanctioned event on the Battleship. I was the matchmaker. I put it all together, and it got me thinking. So we did another amateur show earlier this year as a precursor to what we're gonna do next Friday, just so that I could logistically figure it out. I always wanted to do do a unique event, something a little bit different than the tired and true old just the regular venues, if you will. I'm gonna do a regular venue also at some point too. But for the first one, I wanted to do something a little bit different, a little bit unique. So me and my team, we were like, yeah, we got to do this. This is where it's at, and it's in Camden, New Jersey. I mean, it's a place that I see it's on the rise. There's a resurgence going on there. It's on the come up. So I'm very excited to bring boxing back there for the first time since you said 1988.
Oh yeah, yes. Yeah, no, I mean, like, when I saw the flyer and I was like, man, this is a great idea. This is awesome. And then you did touch up a little bit on it too. And then you did say Camden is on the rise. It is definitely. I walked across the Ben Franklin Bridge last month, and like I literally haven't been on the waterfront since like 2016. It's been a long time. So like they used to have Campbell's Field there and all. Like it's crazy
Uh-huh.
how Rutgers rebuilt it, and then the whole waterfront looks amazing now. So yeah, no, I could definitely see all the changes and all in Camden too. Now, how special is it for the city of Camden for you? You know, we have touched up on it though. First pro show since 1988, which is so hard to believe. How special is it for you and also for the city of Camden as well to have this show next Friday?
Well, I've been working closely with the Battleship and my man Jack Willard. He's the man there. You know, he's been helping us out putting the events together, and it's special, it's unique, but it also just continues to bring home and hit home the point that Camden is on the rise. It's a resurgence going on there. You know, you don't have to just think that it is just a quote unquote bad place. Like it's
Right.
not. Like there's a lot of good things there going on. I love working with the Battleship because it also is a like it's sometimes it's people's first time going there, and there's a lot of
Yeah.
history there, like right there, right in our backyard. I was lucky enough in high school to be a part of the Navy ROTC at my high
Ah,
school in William Allen. So like that kind of, I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I see the value out of it. I personally am a fan of the Battleship. So I think it's just great. It's another positive check mark for the city of Kent. It's just another positive thing going on there.
yeah, no, I could not agree with you more. And then yeah, now it's even special because I didn't even know about that you did the Navy when you were high school. That is awesome to see. Okay. Yeah. Now, of course, you were so big and like an advocate of bringing boxing back to Camden. And you did touch up a little bit on the Battleship. Now, was there another venue that you were thinking of for August 12th, or was the Battleship in New Jersey, it just had to be there, would you say?
I I think I always thought I wanted my first show. I wanted it to be there. For I'm a very methodical planner, and
Hmm.
and I like that it's a controlled. Like I can control it. It's not gonna get crazy and out of it. No, it's small. It's a small intimate venue. It's
Yep.
it's nice. We're the main seat. The premium seats are in the main tent, and we're gonna make sure it's like you can see the fights from anywhere you're gonna be on the ship. But again, it's the experience. It's
Yeah.
being out there on next Friday night. Hopefully the weather cooperates with us, but it'll be like what, right around this time, like the first fight
Yeah.
would have already happened, like, and it's the gorgeous evening. Like we just hope that obviously the weather cooperates with us, and we're gonna have a great time.
Of
We're
course.
gonna,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's awesome. Okay. Now obviously, you were a professional fighter. You have put on amateur fights as well too. You've also been the PA announcer, for a ton of fights locally and all. How stressful has it been though, trying to plan this event?
It's like anything else, and I tell my members in my club all the time, like the way that you get better at anything is just by repetition. Like the more that you do it, the more reps that you're getting, the more at bats, if you will,
Mhm.
the better you're gonna get. Nobody comes out the gates and just crushes it. Like,
Right.
and if you do, good on you. Like that's awesome. But like I know personally speaking, especially like you said I was a fighter. Yeah, I picked up a pair of gloves at 24 years old after I graduated from college. Shout out to Temple University.
Oh yeah,
I
Temple.
see the
Of
T.
course.
I see, yeah, see, I saw
Yeah.
it. I peeped it. But so I mean, I had a lot of hard lessons that I had to learn. The learning curve was ugh. Like I got two left feet. I'm highly uncoordinated. I'm left-handed. Everything is backwards. It was a process, and my father understood that as he was my trainer, and he had repetition was the key. So repetition was the key to success. I fully expect that, as I continue being a promoter, this will get easier. Like I have no doubt in my mind. Like it hasn't been. The New Jersey State Athletic Control Board has been awesome every step of the way. They've been, providing guidance. Commissioner Hazard and Deputy Commissioner Rhonda Utley Herring have just been providing tons of assistance and making sure that I'm meeting the deadlines. I'm staying on point to ensure that the show is a success across the board. Because New Jersey does require some more medicals, similar to how like Nevada and New York are with the CT scanning and just additional medicals where some states don't necessarily. It's just like, hey, feeling good, let's box, have a good one. And I honestly, as a retired fighter myself, I can 100% agree, understand, and advocate for it. Like I think fighting is something that you definitely have to understand the risk associated with going in there. Like as I'm looking at myself right now, I see my nose is super crooked, and like this will never, like this is boxing. Hey guys, getting punched in the face could do this to you. Um, so I mean, you definitely want to take the necessary precautions. But it's just a learning curve. It's like everything else. So I'm super excited though. It's been pretty smooth, to be honest with you. Like I think planning events in the past has helped out. Um,
Mhm.
but anytime you do something for the first time, there's always going to be ebbs and flows, the peaks and the valleys. So
Oh, of
I'm just
course.
I'm just excited for the 12th. I'm so excited for next Friday night. Like I I I I just I think I know that the main event is going to provide fireworks.
Oh
We were
yeah.
talking about an undefeated fighter in Tamir Smalls fighting, a veteran of the game, a 16 fight veteran. He's fighting somebody who's got twice as many fights than him, and he's not coming to lose. Andres is coming to win. He's not. He's coming to upset everything. And then across the board, we just have tons of evenly matched competitive fights, and that's one thing that I wanted to make sure that I bring, um, is even competitive fights. I hate saying it, sound like a broken record, but as a retired fighter, like it's super important that guys be challenged. Like it's beneficial for everyone, the fighter included. I you know as much as I respect and totally understand, the Floyd Mayweathers of the game, if you will. I also think it's done a little bit of detriment to boxing a little bit, because you have a stigma of believing that you have to be undefeated in order to make it to the top. Not necessarily true. The best fighters are the best fighters, and some of the best fighters ever at all time have actually had numerous amounts of losses for a variety of reasons. This is a ridiculously difficult sport. ESPN ranked this number one in the hardest of all the sports. This is ESPN. This is what they do. So it's not. It, I think fighters need to be all right with accepting a challenge, and shit, you might fall short, but that's not the end of the career. It's a learning lesson. That's all. So,
Yeah, no, I totally agree with everything you said there. Like with like the whole difference with like boxing and like UFC, like I feel bad for a lot of these. I mean, like we literally, I mean, I was there in Brooklyn after Danny Garcia won. He cried in the ring because after that Earl Spence loss, the whole anxiety and the whole depression got to him, after that third loss. Like that's a huge wake-up call for boxing fans too, to see what the fighters go through and the pressures and all of just losing. It's just crazy.
yeah, it
Yeah.
is.
So my next one, and we had touched up on it, man. I feel like that we prepped for this interview the way we're going back and forth and all. It's just so funny. So yeah, one thing that I totally respected about this card, it's very even. If you look at it, you have seven wonderful fights, and you did get into the process that you didn't want to have like an A side card, getting tune ups for guys. You just wanted a great night of boxing, even matched for guys and all. Has that process been a little tricky, like trying to match guys up, or was it pretty easy for you to find like your guys who you want to see put on a show and all?
It's never easy,
Yeah.
and that's boxing. I mean, I don't think
Yes.
anything in boxing is supposed to be easy. Um, but I mean, I think it helps me that I don't know. I guess I want to say I have a little bit of skin in the game. Like
Uh-huh.
again, I've fought, I've announced, people have seen me around. They know, yeah. If you know me, great, and if you want to work with me, cool. We're easy to. You're gonna get exactly what we agree upon, and I'm very easy. I don't do gray. It's just black or white. Like I really like just let's be very direct with stuff. It's way easier that way. You know, it hasn't. It's just been a different process. That's all. It's really been a different process. I've had a lot. The card that you see now on BoxRec wasn't the card that I initially sent to Commissioner Hazard on the very first the
Yeah.
very first go. It was a completely different everything. A lot of things change. Guys pull out, injuries
Mhm.
happen, stuff happens. So yeah, it's funny. I'm a huge WWE guy, right? I love wrestling,
Yeah.
professional wrestling, and at the bottom of like I remember as a kid, I used to when I would go to Madison Square Garden or wherever to watch the wrestling. I At the bottom of the card it would always say card subject to change. Like
Yes.
and
Yeah.
I was like, why? And I'm like, you know what? Yeah, cards always subject to change. I get it. Nah, man, it's been a pretty not easy, but it's what I expected from the process. Some guys will completely, I don't know, price themselves out. Like, just
Mhm.
tell me you don't want to fight. Like, I'd
Right.
rather that. You know what I mean? Some guys get it and they're easy to work with. We're all easy to work with.
Mhm.
It's just, I don't know. I'm a big person. I'm a big believer in you get out what you get out what you put in, if you will. Like
Yeah.
I'm a really positive person. Like, what I mean? So I get a lot of positivity. People want to work with me, and if not, that's cool. Like we don't, I wish everybody the best.
Right.
I got love for everybody.
Yeah.
You know.
All right.
But no, it's been pretty cool. It's been really cool, and
That's
super
awesome.
and I'm super excited. I told all the guys the same thing. Like there is no A side B side here. I'm trying to evenly match you up. I'm trying to give you a shot. You know, I could immediately think of the one fight between two guys who haven't had a win.
Mhm.
And each of them, I know both of their respective stories. And if you could look at it on BoxRec, you'll be like, oh, okay, well, they were fed to someone else. The one guy, he was fighting at like 178. He's fighting at 145, like or
Oh wow.
147. Like it
Yeah.
makes a big ass difference when you're fighting at your actual weight class. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but no, it's been a fun process. I'm totally looking forward for the next show. The next show is going to be in Atlantic City, October 29th. Um,
Oh.
Super excited. That's going to be a big boy. I'm
Oh
pumped for
wow.
that one
Okay.
already. We move it, baby. R&B promotions.
Yeah, I see that, man. Okay, I like that.
But
Um,
first things first. Let's get to Friday. Let's
yes,
get to
yes,
next
of
Friday.
course. Yeah. Also to stay on Friday too. Probably the main event for like all the cards, since I've been like covering boxing and all locally, I always feel like the main event's always the toughest one for promoters and all. So how important was it, to get that guy that, whether he's gonna put on a show or someone that's just a heavy hitter, I mean, like I've been watching Tamir Smalls the last 3 years. He does not disappoint. It seems like he gets better and better with Bozy and Lawrence Smalls, his father. Now how important was it to get Tamir and also the headline it? He's big locally here, and also he's the long sparring partner for Boots as well.
I mean, he's sharp. Like I go back to, I mean, this is, Bozy always asked me about my father, David, because
Yeah.
they went back way forever ago. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because my father was the Allentown boxing for a long time, Allentown, Pennsylvania, and
Okay.
so we will, we all know of each other for a long time. It's it was super important, and I'm happy. Lawrence reached out to me and asked me, and then we made it happen, and we facilitated that. I see the kid as another one of those. All right, like you're gonna follow the lineage here of the Philadelphia fighter who is, old boy can box. He can box. He can bang. He can
Yeah.
do a little bit of it all. Pitufo is his opponent, and he's coming to fight. I got to see a little bit of. I got to watch some tape of him, and I was like, okay, you're a banger. You're trying to, so I expect full blown fireworks. And as for getting a main event, I we just got really lucky. That's
Yeah.
it's a combination of hard work and dumb luck, and I'm blessed. I'm blessed to know Lawrence and Bozy and just
Mhm.
all of them forever ago. So yeah, when they reached out to me, we put that on, and then we were kicking around a couple of different ideas as to what was going to be the main event. But once we secured this, I just saw everything that I had, and I said, nah, that's gotta take us home right there.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought it was a great idea. Yeah, no, I absolutely love the kid. This is also, I'm pretty sure this is his first main event too. So this is this is definitely going to be a real treat for people that haven't had the pleasure to come to Philly to see him, that are coming to your show to South Jersey. So
Yeah,
they're going to be in for a great show for the main event, definitely.
for sure, definitely.
Yes.
I mean, I fully expect all of them. Every last single fight is going to be something else. The every
Mhm.
last because all 14 of these men believe that they're here to win.
Oh yeah.
Every last one of them. Every last one of them knows that they're in, and they're not in over there. They're in to win. Every one of them. So when you have that, hopefully, hopefully we're gonna get a lot of fireworks and a good night of boxing on the battleship.
Yes. Definitely. And then of course you did touch up on it. So your next event's gonna be in October in AC, which sounds great already. Now for future, not to get you, thinking already all crazy, but would you like to like how many shows total would you like to have a year in Camden? Whether it's at Battleship or maybe at another venue. How many shows a year are you looking to put on in Camden?
I want to I want to bring South Jersey boxing back
Okay.
to life.
I
Like
like that.
I don't necessarily. I like Camden, and I plan on doing a show there. I plan on making my Battleship series something that like happens annually. Whether it's pro or amateur, I plan on doing something on the Battleship. Me and Jack have already spoke about this. This is going to be a continuing relationship.
That's
Uh,
awesome.
I I like and I do like Camden, and I'm continuing to build relationships and segues, and I was on a podcast. It just there's a lot of other things are going to continue to happen. But I I have a gym in Cherry Hill. Why can't I do something there? I have
Yeah.
there's venues in Voorhees. Well, why can't I bring some boxing there? Del Rand, I can think of a whole bunch of places in South Jersey. I mean, I think that when was the last time boxing was a mainstay in South Jersey? Not Atlantic City. Atlantic City is South Jersey, but like
Right.
not Atlantic City. Other than like you think South Jersey boxing, you're thinking Atlantic City. I'm
Right.
thinking
Exactly.
like here, closer.
Yeah. Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
So I mean, I want to obviously take it one step at a time, but I eventually plan on doing a series of events, like I see, and not just in New Jersey. I plan on eventually, going over to Pennsylvania and working with them. Um, I this is my neighborhood, I guess, that I've been here. I've been here for 15 years. Also, I've been involved with boxing for a long, long, long time too. So I feel I I feel like I can most certainly step up to the to the plate
Yeah.
and and get some bats, get some good at bats here. I think I
I
think
like
I
that.
think I could put some things together and maybe I don't know, just give a different perspective. I think boxing is wide open enough that it's all right. They can let
Yeah.
me in a little. They'll let me in a little bit.
Yeah, no, yeah. I absolutely love the whole idea of you just trying to put South Jersey on the map again, just naming those cities and all, minus AC of course, but like, going the Voorhees or even Delran or like Cherry Hill or having more in Camden is a great idea. I absolutely love it.
Oh, that's for sure gonna keep happening.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I'm gonna have that for sure. I like Camden a lot. It's the fighting city. Like
Yeah.
I thought about this again when I was involved, and I was blessed to be involved with the Jersey Joe Walcott statue. Like, it's just, it really made me say, all right, you know what, this is cool. I'm gonna bring my son here now to the statue, and that's daddy's name is there. I'm involved with this. Like
That's
we did this.
awesome.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like we're gonna keep building, and I hope to just be able to show him. Look, you can work hard, man. Anything's possible.
Of course. That is awesome. Now, are you expecting any fighters, of course, that aren't on the card to show love? I know that it would be awesome to see, the current champ and even the former champ come out. Like Ray Ford or Jason Sosa. That would be really cool for them to come out.
Well, I mean, we have a handful of pros that I know are going to be
Oh,
there.
awesome.
And
Okay.
and so we'll release all of that. Like, it, it might, maybe I'm wrong, but I don't necessarily think that telling people stuff
Yeah.
early does anything. I think fight week, I'll release a whole bunch of names and be like,
Yeah.
all these people said they're going to be there. If you want to come and hang out with these, possibly meet these people, meet these
Yeah.
people. Like, but I fully expect a lot of the local boxing community is going to come out and show love. A lot. It's also, again, it's unique, it's different. It's an evening of boxing, which is something we love, but it's in a venue that you probably haven't been to.
Right. Exactly. Right.
you
Right.
know, but no, my man, that's Ray. I went to Ray's last fight, and that's my guy.
Yeah.
I I got nothing but respect and adoration for Ray. The kid is a special talent. Like, a lot of, and people will catch on. Like that
Hmm.
speed at 126.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
I know.
I,
This is crazy.
it's special speed. And the kid can fight. But no, he's told me he'll be there.
Oh, fantastic.
So
Okay.
Ray's definitely gonna be there. You can connect a whole bunch of dots. Like, I
Right,
know,
right, right. Of course. Yeah.
my man Anthony Young Juice is gonna be there.
That's cool.
Salcerito, who's getting ready to fight the
Oh,
following
yeah, yeah,
week.
yeah.
Emmanuel Salcerito Rodriguez.
That's
He's
great.
gonna be there. So we have a lot of the local pros are gonna definitely come out and
Ah,
show love, and more importantly, they genuinely want to meet they want to meet the
yeah, to meet the
people. Like,
fans.
like
Yeah.
that's it. They're there for it. Like, I tell people, man, all the time, boxers are real cool people.
Yeah.
Just talk to them.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Oh, well, that is awesome. Like, that even makes me even more happy for you to see that, the local fighters are coming out for you. That is awesome to see it all. Okay. All right. So this is the hype portion of it of the interview. So August 12th, 7 o'clock, first bell. Where can everyone get their tickets from you?
You can contact the fighters first and foremost, which is
Okay.
something you should always do, friends,
Always,
family,
always.
people. You should always get your tickets from the fighters. Always, always, always contact the fighters. All right. If they're out, then you contact the promoter, the R&B people. You come talk to me. You know what I mean? No, but if people want to buy them online, there's it's ticketleap.com.
Okay.
Battleship Pro Boxing. It's we got links on Facebook. We got links all over the place on social media. But more importantly, on our social media, it's at R and AND B promo, and that's it. That's the handle. So it's at RandBPromo, and that's on Instagram and social media. And that's
And
yeah.
love it. Okay. And then do you have any special shout outs to close it out?
Man, I'm excited to see everybody. I hope y'all come out. And first and foremost, I want to give a big shout out to, like, you have to have a strong team, and my team has been just out of control. My team at TKO Fitness has been amazing. And then my mentor, my advisor, my guy, like Carlos Rosario, STD Management. He does have a whole, he's the manager of Salcerito Rodriguez and a handful
Right.
of, he's just, man, because he's awesome. Seriously, like, I bounce ideas off of him all the time, and he's like, yeah, or nah, it's terrible. You know what I mean? Like, and we all need, like, everybody needs somebody. Like, you need people that, like, help. Like, nobody can do almost anything really by themselves. You got to do a lot of legwork. It's like fighting, all right? Like,
Right.
I was doing all the training, I was doing all the actual road work and all that, and I was the one who was fighting, but I needed my corner. I needed my team. The game plan, the whole squad. Like this, you do need a squad, and my man Carlos Rosario has just been just awesome, helping. It just sometimes even just listen to me complain about
Yeah.
all types of shit. So but no, I'm excited. I'm beyond excited. I think it's going to be a great night of boxing. I think it's going to be historic. I know it's going to be historic. It's the first time in 34 years. Damn it, I'm 38 years old. I mean, I was 4 years old when boxing happened in Camden for the last time. So,
I wasn't even
um,
alive yet.
there you go. See, look at that. But no, it's going to be a good night, and I'm super excited. So I want you to come join us. All right.
Of course, yes. Alex, thank you so much for joining. I'm really glad we got to talk about the card. Also, my only advice for you, I know you're going to be running around like a maniac, making sure everything's good. You're going to be,
Well, I'm the
mingling with
host.
your guests.
So no, no,
You're the
I'm
host
gonna.
too? Oh,
I'm not.
man.
What? Come on, man. You damn right. Promoter, matchmaker,
I love it.
ring announcer. I'm gonna be the guy who greets you at the door too.
I love it. Well, hopefully you really do get to sit back and enjoy it after you do the intros and all, because I know you're going to be doing running around and stuff and all. But yeah, it is going to be a fantastic night. August 12th, everyone, be there at Battleship, New Jersey, Camden, New Jersey. First fights at 7.
That's right. See you
All right.
there.
Awesome. Thanks, Alex.
Thank you.
All righty.